Yeah, last time I was here about a week ago for Investor Inspiration, I gave you kind of an overview of my scalping trading strategy. Today I'm actually going to show you the London breakout trading strategy. I'm also going to give you kind of an overview of how our charting platform works and also give you the opportunity to take it for a test drive here today. Actually, got a lot of good things here to show you here today, so let's go ahead, let's get started. Before we begin, like I said, we are going to go into the charts. I am going to teach you an actual trading strategy here today, but I want to let everybody know you should not invest money that you can't afford to lose. You should always trade with proper equity management in mind. Now, remember, there is no such thing as an undefeated season with trading. You may incur losses from time to time. Key is to keep your profits high and have minimal losses as you're going along. Now, once again, please be advised, anything I'm going to show you here today, do not take this as actual investment advice. I am going to walk you through several trades examples, show you how to utilize this charting platform, show you how to use this trading strategy, but ultimately when it does come time for you to place a trade, that decision to make that specific trade is yours and yours alone. So as Renee just mentioned here a little bit about me, I've been trading investment markets since about 1998. I've also worked for several different financial companies and firms, also helped start, launch, and build a new financial services company from the ground floor up. I am a full-time active trader. I'm also a student of Market Traders Institute. I actually learned how to trade the Forex market from Market Traders Institute. So everything I'm showing you here today about the Forex market, I actually have learned from MTI. Now, for those of you, I think some of you may have caught one of my colleagues earlier here today, Joe Cavallaro. He was discussing some of the things, but for those of you who may have missed it, a little bit of Market Traders Institute. This building you see right here, this is actually our building. I'm actually broadcasting out of that building here today. We are located in Orlando, Florida. The neat thing about this, you can actually come to our building, get trained live here in our training facility here. One of the neat things about this is that we actually are getting some accolades, get a lot of good press here. Last year, Inc. magazine, we were ranked as one of the fastest 5,000 private companies growing. You can see we got this nice little letter from Inc. 5000, from Inc. magazine here, ranked among the lines of Under Armour, Microsoft, GoPro. So last year, MTO was ranked 1,180. Actually happy to report that just last week, we just found out that this year, for 2016, we were ranked 592. Now, a little bit more press. Actually, this is something here. Neat thing about this is that this upcoming Monday, we actually have Kevin Harrington. He's one of the original sharks from Shark Tank. He's actually coming to our facility here on Monday. He's going to be doing a free live webinar with one of our top analysts here, Joshua Martinez. So those of you that want to get invited to that, that is a live free event that we will be having here on Monday here. At the end of the webinar, I'll show you how you can get registered to actually do that here as well. But one of the things I also explained to you here, not only does MTI have some of the best trading strategies, we also have some of the best Forex traders, and some of the other ones, his name is Joshua Martinez. He's one of our lead analysts here. He will be the one that will be sitting down with Kevin on Monday. The reason I want to talk about Josh is because this London breakout trading strategy that I've shown you here today, this is actually the one that Josh created. A little bit about Josh, like I mentioned, he's one of our product experts here. He's trained thousands of Forex investors, made thousands of Forex investments, published author, international speaker. He's a full-time trader. And as John's asking here, my FX book, actually, John, this is actually Joshua's trading record here from this year so far. He's up about 22,000 pips. He has a winning percentage here of about 25, almost 26% here. So if you want, you can go ahead and look that up on myfxbook.com. It's under Josh Martinez, under his system there, for those who want to go ahead and verify this here. But once again, Josh is the creator of this the trading system, the trading strategy I'm going to show you here today. I'm actually going to show you here kind of an overview of how this works. You will actually go through live training videos with Joshua. He'll walk you through the process of this as well. But what I want to do is, before we get started here, I know probably what I found in a lot of these investor inspirations, a lot of you are probably mostly stock and options traders, but what I want to do is, before we get started here, let me get an idea of what your Forex trading experience is. So everybody can just quickly look at the screen right now. If you are brand new to the Forex market, if you don't even know what the Forex market is, you've never traded in it before, type in the number 1. If you do have a little bit of experience, maybe you traded a practice or demo account, go ahead, type the number 2 in. If you are an experienced Forex trader, go ahead, type the number 3 in. This is going to help me figure out how much time I'm going to spend as far as getting everybody up to speed here. Yeah, so just as I pretty much had figured here, looks like I'm getting a bunch of number 1s. I got 1, 2, a couple 2s here, and I have 2 number 3s. So it looks like Joan and Vicky here, the only number 3. So it looks like everybody else is brand new to the Forex. Don't worry. Those of you that are brand new, you're interested in Forex Market, you're in the right place because I am actually going to walk you through this. In fact, actually what I'm showing you here today, I kind of refer to it as my Forex starter strategy. I'm going to take you through all the basics of the Forex market. I'm actually going to pull up my charts here to show you how to do some basic analysis here with our charting tools. We do have some proprietary, patented, automated tools. I'm going to show those as well. Then we will go into the London Breakout strategy, give you an overview of that, and then I'll even show you how to set up a demo trading account, and then I have a couple free bonuses for you here today as well. So let's go ahead, let's get started here. Like I said, we have about 150 of you here in the room. It looks like probably a majority of you are brand new. So let me quickly explain to you what we're doing in the Forex market. I'm going to answer a couple questions. Number one, what are you doing when you're trading Forex currencies? We're going to find out what are pips and why do you want them. More importantly, how to actually get started right now. Like I said, well, I'm going to take you here over the next 45 minutes. I'm going to walk you through the process. Can I give you some of the basics so that literally on tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock when the Forex market opens, you're ready to go. You're having a basic understanding. You'll have a demo account set up. You can actually practice trading in that demo account immediately here. So what I'm going to do is I'll explain to you what the Forex market is. The Forex market is the largest financial market with almost limitless amounts of liquidity. Now, it is the largest market. There's about $5 trillion that is traded daily in the Forex market. There's a ton of potential in this market. So imagine just getting a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of that. And that's the kind of potential that is in this market here. There's a very flexible market as well. The Forex market is actually comprised of several different world markets here. You have the Asian session, you have the London session, you have the U.S. session. They are overlap. You have the beginning of you have the end of the Asian session. It's overlapping with the London session, and then you have the end of the London session overlapping with the U.S. session. That's how this London breakout trading strategy is going to come together here. We're going to take advantage of the overlaps in this market because generally there is a little bit of volatility in the market, and we're going to show you how to take advantage of those movements here. Now, what I want to do is, before we get started here, let me quickly explain to you what we're actually trying to do here in the Forex market. What we're doing is we're trading one country's currency against another. As you can see on my chart right here, I'll pull my live charts up here in just a second, but in the upper left-hand corner, you can see that we are trading the Great British Pound, GBP, US dollar, USD, in an attempt to figure out which one's going to gain in value against the other. So as the chart's going up here, the British Pound is gaining in value over the US dollar. When the market's going down, the US dollar is gaining in value over the British Pound here. Now, one of the things we teach our students as part of Market Traders Institute here, these little rectangles you see on your screen, for those of you that are not familiar with what a candlestick chart is, each one of these little rectangles, they're called a Japanese candlestick. Basically, all you need to really know for this webinar is the white candlesticks mean that the market's going up. The dark blue ones here mean that the market's going down. Now, what they do is they represent the time frame on the chart. In this case here, we're going to be utilizing what's called a 1 hour chart. So basically what this white candlesticks means is that during that 1 hour, it's showing you what the market did. It went up during that hour and then ultimately closed up. The dark blue ones, basically the market went down, closed down during that hour. You can actually adjust your charts to whatever time frame you prefer to trade on. We're going to be utilizing a 1 hour chart for this presentation here. Now, the neat thing about these candlesticks here is, oops, sorry about that. Yeah, basically you see here the hour, the time frame there is right next to the currency pair. Now, these candlesticks, they also form what are called candlestick formations. Now, as a trader, we look to these kind of like sign language in the market. In this case, this candlestick formation right here is called a Morningstar candlestick formation. As a trader, I'm now looking. It's saying, hey, look for this market to U-turn, go upward in a bullish movement. Evening star candlestick formation, letting us know to look for the market to U-turn and go down just like that here. And that's one of the things we, as part of our program here, we actually teach our students how to identify the various different candlesticks here. And this is something, if you choose to go through our full education, we can go into a little bit more detail explaining here. I'm going to kind of give you an overview of how this works as well. But what I want to do is, one of the things I'll explain to you here is, like I said, we're trading currencies. We're trading currency pairs. The neat thing about the Forex market, unlike the stock market where there's over 40,000 different stocks you can watch and trade, here in the Forex market there's only about 60 different currency pairs you can trade. The neat thing about this is that we actually will show you which ones to pay the most attention to. There's about 20, 25 of them that we really look at. Me personally, I look at 18. There's 18 that I look at, so it definitely narrows it down to focus a little bit here. Now, one more quick thing before we go into the charts here and I teach you the trading strategy. Ultimately, what we're trying to do in this market is we're trying to capture what are called pips. PIP, PIP. It's an acronym. It stands for price interest point. So very simply to break this down, I'm sure most of you here in the room probably already know that there are 100 pennies in a US dollar. A penny, it represents 1/100th of a US dollar. If we were looking for a unit of measure that's smaller than a penny, it would be the equivalent to what is called a pip. Just as there are 100 pennies in a US dollar, there are 100 pips in a penny. So a pip, it represents 1/100th of a penny, and it's represented by these two decimals, two places right past here. So the first two places past the decimal point, those are your pennies. These next two here, these are the pips. So very simple, very basic here, what I'm showing you here. Now, what I'm going to do is, before we jump in here, let me go ahead. I'm sure most of you have probably already been to one of these kiosks here if you've ever traveled. Let me show you a very basic currency exchange trade here. Let's just say that we're in the United States here. We're looking to go to Canada. We want to exchange our US dollars for Canadian dollars. Now, let's say in the morning before we go into Canada, let's just say the exchange rate, each US dollar versus the Canadian dollar is 1.32. So what that simply means is that our 1 US dollar, it is worth $1 and 1.32 Canadian dollars. Very simple and basic here. So if we were to exchange 1,000 US dollars, we would get back 1,320 Canadian dollars. So very basic there. You just did your first currency exchange. Nothing really exemplary here, but let me show you here what's going to happen here. Let's say that at the end of the evening, we come back, and let's say we didn't spend any of our currency here. So in the morning, the US Canadian exchange rate was 1.32. Let's say that when we come back in the evening, now it's 1.33. So let's just say here that our 1,000 US dollars are now worth 1,330 Canadian dollars. So what that means is that we profited $10 off that exchange rate. Yeah, TCAT says here plus their service charge. Yeah, I'm just kind of giving you just basics here. Obviously, there'll be some service charges, but kind of like giving you an overview kind of how this all works right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you about in the Forex market, that 1 penny move. That 1 penny move, it would have been the equivalent to 100 pips. Like I said, there are 100 pips in a penny. So what would that move be with there? What would that 1 penny be worth, those 100 pips be worth in the Forex market? The neat thing about the Forex market is you can utilize leverage in this market. The leverage is provided by your broker. This will allow you to place the trades and to generate a leverage return on those pips here. So let me quickly explain to you how this works here. There's 3 general types of trading accounts. You have what's called a micro lot account. A micro lot account, very simple, very easy to get into. It's about a $20 investment from your trading account. In that case here, each pip that you capture would be worth about 10 cents. So pretty much if you were to capture 100 pips, you would generate a profit of about $10. We refer to that as crawling. We kind of teach you how to start crawling. The next stop is what we refer to as walking. It's called a mini lot account. A mini lot account, it's about a $200 investment from your trading account. If you're trading with a mini lot account, each pip is now worth about $1. So if you were to capture 100 pips, it would be worth about $100. So you've gone from crawling to walking, and the next step up there is what we refer to as running. We call it it's called a standard lot account. Standard lot account is the standard by which most traders strive to achieve in this market. It's about a $2,000 investment per trade from your trading account, but each pip is now worth $10. So if you're trading with a standard lot account, those 100 pips would now be worth $1,000. And that's one of the things I want to explain to everybody here is a lot of you, if you're starting off in the Forex market, probably what you're going to want to do is start off trading a demo account so you get acclimated. And like I said, you'll probably start off crawling. You'll start trading with a micro lot account. Very easy, very little outlay to get involved with a micro lot account. You start crawling, become comfortable trading with the micro lots, build it up to the point where you're trading with a mini lot, and then when you get to that point where you're at the standard lot, these are the type of returns you can start looking to make here. Now, we're about all the basics down. Let's go ahead, let's go into the charts, and let me teach you a quick trading strategy so that literally tomorrow evening when the market's open, you're ready to go and you can actually start practicing this trading strategy. Be able to start seeing if you can start generating some pips from this market right out of the gate here. So let's go ahead, let's jump in right now. You might want to write this down. I'm going to start breaking this down a little bit slower right now. The 6 currency pairs we're going to be looking at for this trading strategy. It is the Great British Pound Canadian Dollar, the GBP CAD, Great British Pound US Dollar, GBP USD, Great British Pound Japanese Yen, Great British Pound Swiss Franc, Great British Pound New Zealand Dollar, the Kiwi, and the Great British Pound Australian Dollar, the Aussie here. So what we'll be looking for in this trading strategy is we're going to be looking to capture 60 pips per day. We refer to this kind of like getting on first base. Get 60 pips per day per currency pair. One of the things I always explain before we go into this, you're probably not going to want to trade each currency pair per day. That's one of the things in the videos, and we actually have a live market Forex session here where we go in and actually trade this live. Those of you that are interested in that, we can follow up afterwards, get you involved with that here, but I'm going to give you the basics here and show you here the different trading strategies, and I'll show you here how you can actually get some videos where Josh will sit down and actually show you how to do this a little bit more detail here. So our goal here is to capture 50 pips per day per currency pair. So let's go ahead, let's pull up our charts right now. Let me actually walk you through the process here. Like I said, teach you a quick trading strategy, so literally hit the ground running tomorrow night. And then we'll go into the process of showing you how to set up a demo account and get trained on actually how to do this London trading strategy and how to use our charts as well. So for the London trading strategy here, we're going to be utilizing, like I said, these 6 currency pairs, the pound Swiss franc, pound Australian dollar, pound Kiwi, pound US dollar, pound yen, and the pound Canadian dollar. Now, first of all, a lot of you probably can already see here is that we're utilizing these British pound currency pairs. The other thing is that, like I said, they're all on a 1-hour chart. Now, before we jump into this here, one of the things I'll explain to everybody here is that I have this set up in our charting platform here in what's called a workspace. That's one of the things, those of you that go ahead and choose to move forward, you want to go ahead and check this charting platform here for a trial here. I'm going to show you how to do that here today. I'm actually going to show you how we'll give you that as a free bonus. I'll actually help you get started here. I'll send you out this workspace so you can literally import it into your charts, and you'll be able to get started here literally tomorrow being able to do this here. So let's go ahead, let's get started here. Before we jump into this here, I'm going to give you some of the basics of how to analyze the market. I'm going to show you some of the things that are built into our charting platform here, some of the unique features here. Pretty much when you're trading, there's 3 things that you're going to need an answer. Number one is, where is the market going? Number 2, you need to determine where and why to get in. And then number 3, where and why to get out. Now, the trading strategy, the London Breakout trading strategy, can very simply answer all these, but let me go ahead and let me show you some of the ways we can help to determine some of these here, utilizing some of the analysis that's built into our charting platform here. Now, the first thing I'm going to show everybody here is utilizing what are called trend lines. Now, we have this trend line tool here. If you come in here, you see what happens as the market's above there, breaks below our trend line, starts going down. If we were to draw another trend line just like this, what we would be doing is we'd be selling the market as it's going down. When it breaks above, we're now buying into the market here. Now, I'm kind of giving you just an overview of this here, but as you can see here, this is going to help us to determine where the market's going based on where these trend lines are. If we come in and draw another one just like that, you can see here we'd sell the market until it breaks back above our trend line, probably right about there. So we'd then be looking for the market now to start going up. So we can utilize trend lines to help us determine where the market's going. The neat thing about our charting platform here, in fact, let me delete all this, is we actually have built into our charting platform is a smart trend line tool. So you don't have to figure out how to draw these. You simply come here to the beginning of the new trend, and it automatically draws your trend lines just like that. So as you can see here, we call our smart trend line tool, and at this point we're now looking for the market to go up. Now, one of the things I want to show everybody here is number 2, where to get in and where to get out of the market. So let's go ahead, let's advance this a little bit here. Let's zoom in just a little bit. We'll zoom in here, and what we'll be looking for here is ways to take advantage of the wave movements of the market. Now, we have a tool. Now, probably a lot of you are familiar with this tool. It's called the Fibonacci tool. The Fibonacci tool is going to help us take advantage of these wave movements here. So that's the neat thing about this thing here. Actually, yeah, John, actually stick with me here. I'm going to show you how you can actually try the charting platform out for free here today. So stick with me. I know you've probably been to other webinars for that. I promise you I'm going to show you how to take the charting platform. Everything I'm showing you here, you'll get to take it for a test drive for free today. But what I want to do is let me explain to you what Fibonacci's are. Fibonacci's take advantage of the wave movements in this market. Let me quickly show you here. When the market's going up, we've found that it tends to move what's called an A, B, C, and a D pattern just like that here. So what we would do is what we found is that when we find this A to B boundary, we can come in here with our Fibonacci tool and we spread our Fibonacci tool from the A to the B just like that. Now, what we decided, there's a high probability of a pullback between this A and B. So what we're looking for is this C point. I'm going to show you here in just a second how we can help to determine where this C point is, where the market's going to U-turn. I'll show you some of those trading strategies here in just a second. But once we identify this C point, we then look to see how far the market has pulled back in between this A and B boundary. So this is another thing that's unique to our charting platform. We can show you how to edit this, and you can change your Fibonacci's to make them whatever color. Oops. There you go. We can change them to whatever color we want. But what we've done here is we've color coordinated these lines. These lines in between this A and B boundary, these are called retracement lines. So we're looking for the market to pull back or retrace to one of these levels here. These levels are what we refer to as hidden levels of support. The levels above this fee level are called extensions. These are hidden levels of resistance here. So what we're looking here, if the market pulls back to one of these red retracement levels, we'd be then looking for the market to come up here to our red extension, like a buddy system red to red. If the market were to pull back to our blue retracement level and form that C point, and we buy into the market, we'd be then looking to get out at the blue extension, blue to blue, and if it pulls back to the green and forms that C point, we buy into the market, we'll be looking to get out at our green level just like that here. So let me demonstrate how this actually works in the market, and I'll show you actually a tool that does all this automatically for you. So let me delete all of this. So that was our Fibonacci tool. Yeah, a couple of you asked some questions about that. Yeah, we can teach and show you how to change the colors on these and that sort of thing. But like we determined right here, here's our new beginning of that new upward movement. So let's go ahead and let's zoom in here, and let me show you how this actually applies in the market. So the market goes up, keeps going up here, and let's see. There we go. So what we've determined here, there's our A to B boundary. I think that's right, but actually, you know what? I don't even have to determine that A to B boundary, because here's the neat thing. We have what's called our Smart Fibonacci tool. We simply click on that, we come here to the beginning of the new trend, and bam, it automatically shows me that that is, in fact, my new A to B boundary. So what we're looking for now is in between that A and B boundary for the market to pull back. So the market pulls back right there, and bam. Now this is what we call an engulfing bullish candlestick. In fact, let me delete that because it's not supposed to be showing that just yet. Just like that. So there's our A to B. And another thing we can teach you and show you is how to draw what's called a counter trend line. So what happened here is the market pulled back, gave me a candlestick formation, once again saying, hey, look for the market to U-turn, and broke this counter trend line. So we'd be looking at that as a pretty good buying opportunity. At this point right here, the market pulled back to a red retracement level. So I'd then be looking to get out of this position right there at that red extension. So in this case right here, let's say that we were buying into the market right here at the close of this candlestick. The market goes up, that'd be 234 pips right there on that trade. So let's exactly, we'll move this forward and see what happens. The market waves up. And bam. So we'd be out of that trade. So it'd be about a nice little 234 pip trade right there. And that's actually from, I think, last week, about a week or so ago. Now, here's the neat thing about this, like I said, is that with our auto tools here, with our auto Fibonacci tools, we would then be looking for a new A to B boundary, but the auto Fibonacci tools automatically draw that for us. So this is now coming up to where the current market is. There's our A to B. The market pulls back right here. Now, for those of you, once again, looking, this is what we call that, if you remember that Morningstar candlestick formation, there's our Morningstar candlestick formation. We have a counter trend line break. So right here, when the market breaks above right there, that'd be a good opportunity here. And we're looking here right now, based on the red to red, potentially looking for this market to come up there. In this case here, this could be a potential trade of about 343 pips if it does in fact fulfill that right there. So once again, I just want to kind of give you an overview of kind of how this works right now. Another neat thing about our charting platform is the neat thing about this, let's just say that right now we wanted to buy into the market. Now we don't have to go to our broker's platform. The neat thing about our charting platform here is we have the ability that you can actually set this up, and we can show you how to do demo trading from this, or you can actually set up your broker's platform, do live trading right from the charts here. So if we wanted to, we can simply just right-click right there. Let's say we wanted to do a market buy. We can come in here. We can set our stops, our limits, everything right there in that trade, and it's all done right there. Now, for those of you wondering, well, do we have to wait for the market in front of our charts, wait for the market to break above this trend line? The other neat thing about this is that you can set up an alert. This is a very neat feature here. You can come in here, it can send you a text message, it can send you up an email alert, alerting you to that opportunity here. We go into much greater detail teaching you how to do all this here. I just want to show you some of the features that are built into this here. So we also have some other neat things in here. We have, for those of you that are a little bit more advanced, we also have a King's Crown tool. We have also some other built-in features here, smart support and resistance tools, daily encapsulation. We also have the ability here with custom indicators. We can teach and show you how to do all that as well. But I know this is, for some of you, this is probably going over your head. So what I want to do is let's go into that London breakout trading strategy. Now, let me actually show you a very simple trading strategy that you can get started with right now. And then when you want to learn how to do all this stuff, the more advanced stuff, we can gladly teach you how to do all that here. So let's go ahead in here, and I'm going to go back over to my workspace here. Now, the other thing, neat thing about these workspaces, you can either save them to your computer or to the cloud. So simply, I'm actually at the office here today, but what I did was I was working on this workspace here. I saved it on my laptop, uploaded it to the cloud, and I come here to my workstation here at the office, and I can pull this up on any computer that I have the charting software built into it here. So that's another thing about it. And like I said, those of you that move forward here today and you want to go ahead and take advantage of this free charting software trial here today, I'll allow you to email me, and I'll actually send you this charting platform, so you can actually, this workspace here, so you'll get this in your hands here today. You'll be able to import it, and you'll be able to do that just like that. So let's go ahead, let's move forward here. Let's show you this actual London breakout trading strategy. Now, once again, we can use this on 6 different currency pairs. I'm actually going to demonstrate it for you here on the pound Canadian dollar here. So let's go ahead, let's start working in here. For those of you that are wondering what this trading strategy is, once again, this is called the London breakout strategy. And once again, I'm going to give you an overview of this. I'm going to show you how to very simply get onto first space, going after 50 pips per currency pair per day. When you actually go through the trial here, when you go through the trial of our charting platform here, you're actually going to go through live videos. There's going to be actual videos here where Josh Martinez, the creator of the program, you'll be able to go through here, and he'll actually teach you and show you how to do all this here. I'll go into a little more detail about that here in just a second. I just want to explain to everybody. I'm just going to kind of give you an overview. So here's the point. You might want to start taking notes on this, but the neat thing about this is that you'll actually get to go watch the videos. And for those of you that want to choose actually trade live with us, we actually have, like I said, that live market Forex session. We can trade live with Josh, Tyson, some of our other analysts here, literally as this is actually happening live in the market. So let's go ahead, let's jump into the strategy here. Let me show you exactly what we're looking to do. What we're looking to do is, what we're looking for is in between 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock a.m., a.m. Eastern Time, and 5 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. What we'll be looking for is the market to form either its initial high or low for the day. So what we're looking for is we're looking for the market to form its initial high or low for the day between 2 o'clock a.m. and 5 o'clock a.m. Now, what we're initially start off looking for that initial high or low, and then what we'll be looking for is in between, we'll be looking for between 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time and 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be looking for the opposite high or low for the day. Now, what we're looking for here is, like I said, find its initial high or low between 2 o'clock a.m. and 5 o'clock. Now, the reason for this goes back to what I was talking about before. There's 3 major trading sessions that happen each day. You have the Asian session, London session, the U.S. session. What we're having right now, you're having the close of the Asian session. It's overlapping with the beginning of the London session here. So what we're looking for is directional movement coming from during that time period here. And what we're going to be looking for is it forms its initial low during this time. We'll then be looking between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. for to find its opposite high, or for determine its high for the day, looking between this time for its opposite low, just like that here. Now, what we have found also is that most of these currency pairs, they have what's called an average daily trading range. The average daily trading range on most of these is anywhere between 50 pips per day to go over as much as 200 pips per day. But like I said, what we're looking for is we're looking simply to get onto first base. I'm going to teach you a trading strategy to simply go after first base, go after those 50 pips here. Now, once again, That 50 pips, if you're trading with a mini lot account, each pip is worth about 10 cents. So that means you would generate about a $5 profit per day. If you're trading with a that's a micro lot, I'm sorry. The micro lot, $5 per day. Mini lot, at $1 per pip, you're looking at about $50 per day. And then with a standard lot, a standard lot is about $500 at $10 per pip. So once again, we'll help you start off. Those of you that choose to go through this, we'll show you how to set up a demo account, practice doing this. When you go ahead and fund your account, start off with a micro lot. Look to be making about $5 per currency pair per day. Mini lot, $50. And then when you get to that point where you're, like I said, you're trading with the standard lot, $500 per currency pair per day. So let's go ahead, let's jump in right now, and let me show you what we're actually looking for with the trading strategy. Now you have all the basics down on kind of how this all works. Let's go back down here, and I'll walk you through some of the examples and bring this to where the market is right now. Yeah, John, I know the market's closed right now. Yeah, the market closed yesterday at 5 o'clock, so obviously we can't trade it live, but I'm going to show you how you can get started here doing this actually tomorrow evening when the market opens back up at 5 o'clock Eastern time here. So let's go ahead, let's get started here. What I'm going to do is, let me delete some of this. Make it a little bit cleaner here. So what we're going to be looking for is we're going to be looking for the close of the 3 o'clock a.m. candle. So essentially, at 4 o'clock, we're going to be looking then to start getting into this market and seeing what the market's doing here. So what I've done is I've gone back through here over the last week or so, last week or two, show you the most recent trades here on the pound Canadian. Right here is our 3 o'clock candle. The close of it's right there. And you can see here, once again, the directional movement coming off of that. We had about 154 pips come off of that one right there. Here's the next one on the 12th. This one went up not as much, about 34 pips. This one right here, the close of that one, that was about 97. We got this one right there, that was about 72. Once again, not all of them, once again, this isn't a trading strategy that works every time. Okay, there's 51 pips coming off of that one. And on the 18th right here, directional movement of about 143 pips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you here how to take advantage of this here. Now, actually, I just got a question right here. I just actually had somebody just ask, why does this happen? The reason for this is, like I said, is that we have the overlap between the close of the Asian session and the beginning of the London session. What also has been said is that the European market, it processes the bulk of the Forex transactions. So what happens is that during this period, the banks are processing their orders, and it provides a huge injection of movement and volume into the markets. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a quick trading strategy here that, like I said, literally tomorrow, utilize this trading strategy, follow up on the videos. You actually get in and actually start practicing doing this tomorrow night. So let's go ahead, let's get started. I'm going to give you some examples of how this actually works. Let's zoom in right now. We're going to start here. There's a reason I'm starting here with the 19th, and I'll explain here in just a second. Here is our 3 o'clock candle on the 19th. So let's bring this up here just a little bit. We'll zoom in here a little bit closer here. And once we get to the close of this candle, here's what we're going to do. We're going to be looking to place 2 pending orders. We're going to be looking to place an entry buy 10 pips above the close of this 3 a.m. candle. So we come in here at 56, so that'd be about 66 right there. And I'm going to type this out for everybody. I'm going to walk you through a couple examples here. So what we have here is we have an entry buy position, and this is going to be about plus 10 pips above the high of that 3 a.m. candle. So you have our entry buy, 10 pips above the high, and then we're also going to place an entry sell, 5 pips below the low. So 68.12, right about there. I'll type that out for everybody right there. It's an entry sell, and it's going to be minus 5 pips below the low. And yeah, Bradley just asked a good question here. Brad's asking about these lines. Yeah, the low we have here. In fact, I think for those of you that understand how a candlestick works, this main part of the rectangle, this is the candlestick body, and then you have these wicks coming out both sides. So yeah, we're looking at the top of that wick is your high, the bottom of this wick is your low. 10 pips above the high, 5 pips below. Yeah, somebody just asked why the difference here. I think Josh explains in that video, so I'll let him do that here. So let me just show you the trading strategy here, and then as you go through the videos, he'll go a little bit more in depth here. Now, once again, we're not in the market. We're not in the market until actually the market triggers one of these positions. So let's go ahead, let's see what happens here. So we have 1 hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later, 4 hours later, bam, 5 hours later, the market comes down and triggers our entry sell position. So our pending order here, our pending entry sell, this is now a market sell, meaning that we're now triggered into the market. Now, this goes back. If you remember, there's 3 questions we need to answer. Number 1, where is the market going? So this now is kind of giving us a little bit of an insight here that we now believe, based on our little trading strategy here, that we believe the market's going to be going down. So we're going to look to sell the market. So the first order of business is when we get triggered into the market is to come in here and cancel this opposite order. So we're not looking to buy the market because we believe the market's going to be going down. Now the next step is we're going to come in here and we're going to set a stop loss above our position here. So this case right here, a stop loss above our 3 a.m. candle. And this is a little bit different here. For those of you taking notes here, when we're selling the, when we're selling the market, we're going to be looking to set our stop loss about 5 pips above the high of that 3 a.m. candle. So we come in here right there. I'm going to make this red, just like that. And I'll type this out. Stop loss when selling is going to be plus 5 pips above the high. So what this means is that if the market were to go against us, right here, we are risking about 48, about 49 pips on this trade. So basically, if the market goes against us, we're risking 48. Now we have our entry. We believe the market's going down. Now we have to determine where we're getting out of this trade. Now, if you remember, first base, we're looking to capture at least 50 pips per day. So that's pretty much the trading strategy I'm going to show you here today. But another trading strategy is, let's just say this is a little bit more than 50 pips. Let's say that maybe we were risking 75. You can go after 75 or whatever it is. But we're simply just going to go after 50 pips on this trade right here because it's about 50 is our minimum. So let's go ahead. Let's come down here. And 50 is right about there. So 16762. That's going to be our target. 16762. So our target, which is going to be our limit, once again, we're going to refer to this as first base. Now, I'm going to show you here in just a second how you can go after more than this as the market moves beyond first base, but first base is going to equal plus 50 pips. And for another trading strategy is you could go for a 1-to-1 risk ratio. For instance, like I said, if we were trading, maybe we're risking 55, you could go after 55. I'm just going to show you here just to go after 50 pips on this one right here. So we're in the market. We're looking at a market sell. We have our stop loss if the market were to go against us. And here's our target right there. We're almost right at that target. So let's see what happens. And of course, 1 hour later, bam, it comes down, hits our limit. We're out of the market. And we just captured 50 pips. Now, very simply here, if we were trading with a mini lot account, you would just want to generate a profit of about, we'll say about $50 profit on that trade. Standard lot, those of you trading the standard lot, that would be about a $500 profit on that trade right there. So this is just off the one currency pair. And there's a little bit more to this here, and that's one of the things going through those live video sessions. Josh will go into a little bit more details, explain this a little bit more detail. I'm going to give you an overview of how this actually works here. So there's that trade right there. So let's go ahead, let's move the market forward a little bit here. And yeah, I got a couple of you asked some questions. I'll be sure to answer them here in just a second. I got a lot to show you here still. So let's go ahead, let's bring this to the next candle. I've already come in here, which is right, bam, right there. So here is our 3 a.m. candle on the 22nd, right there. So same process here. Once we come to the close of that 3 a.m. candle, we come in here, we set our 2 pending orders. The first one, if you remember, we don't have to be necessarily doing that in any order, but we're going to set 1 pending order above here, 10 pips above. So it'd be right about there. And I'll type this out. Oops, in fact, I still have these written down. No, I deleted it. I deleted. So I'll type that one more time so everybody has this. So we have our entry buy. It's going to equal plus 10 pips. That's above the high. And once again, that little candlestick wick right there, 10 pips above that high. That's our entry buy. And we're going to come in here. Let me move these down. Our entry sell is going to be 5 pips below. So 68.50, 68.45 right there. Entry sell. is going to, equals minus 5 pips. And that is below the low. So the reason for this, the reason we're doing this is going to help us answer question number 1. Where do we believe that market's going to go? Where is that directional movement going to happen? Which direction do we think it's going to go? So we have our 2 pending orders set up. We're not in the market till we get triggered. Bam, next candle comes up. Within 1 hour later, we're now in this position. So our entry buy just became a market buy. So we're now in the market. And once again, it's going to help us determine which way the market's going. We believe it's going upward here. So that's how we're looking for the directional movement here. So right there, market buy, we're buying into the markets. First order of business, cancel the opposite order because we're not looking to sell the market. So we come in, we cancel that one. Next step, let's come in here, let's set our stop loss. Now, for those of you that were taking notes, those of you interested in this trading strategy, okay, here's our 3 a.m. candle. It's a little bit different when we're selling, when we're buying into the market. So actually, when we're buying into the market, our stop loss is going to go right here at the low of that 3 a.m. candle. Once again, I think in the videos, Josh explains a little bit more detail why the little bit differences here, but I'll type that out for everybody. Once again, our stop loss is going to equal, stop loss when buying into the market. It's going to equal at the low of that 3 a.m. candle. So now in this case right here, on this trade right here, we're risking 55 pips. So in this case right here, if we want to do a one-to-one trading strategy, we simply come up here and we set our target at 55 pips. Or once again, if you just simply go for first base, 50 pips would be at 1.6956. What did I say we were risking? We were risking 55. So if we come up here, 55 with that one-to-one risk ratio right there, 1.6961. That's our target. Right there. So let me move this down a little bit. So our target, once again, our target, which equals our limit, where we get out of the market, once again, first base is a minimum of 50 pips. Now, if you remember, the reason why we're looking at that is because the average daily trading range. We're looking for the market to have that directional movement of at least 50 pips in one direction. Or in this case here, a 1-to-1 risk ratio, which in this case here is equal about 55 pips. When you're first getting started, you might simply just want to go after 50 pips as you get more confident in this here, and that's the other thing. Now, there's, like I said, there's a little bit more to this. In fact, one of the things I'll point out here, in fact, that's much how this trade progresses here. We have our entry, our stop loss, and our limit. We're all set up. In fact, at this point right here, if we wanted to, this is in our broker's platform. It's our broker's platform. We could literally go back to bed. Because I know some of you might be saying, well, do I have to get up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock at night to trade this? If you're here in the United States, yeah. I mean, if you want to get these type of results using this trading strategy, unfortunately, you'll have to do this here. Now, there's one thing right here. I think somebody just answered here, or asked a good question here about automating this. The other thing about this is, Jamini was asked about automating this. Jamini, we have a new charting platform with new systems coming out. I don't know if we've automated this or not, but that is something that would probably be of interest to a lot of people, being able to automate this type of trading strategy. But let's go ahead, let's show you what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours later, the market comes up, hits our limit, and once again, we just captured 55 pips on this one. So 55 pips, 55 pips on this one. That would equal, what was that? Oh, mini lot, that'd be about $55. Standard lot, that would equal about $550 of profit on that one right there. So not too bad. Let's go ahead, but here's the other neat thing about this. Here's the other way how you can go after additional profits on this. And once again, I think Josh might go into a little bit more detail about this, or if you're in our live session here, you'd be able to come in here and actually trade this live. They'll give you a better idea. But now one of the first things here, most of you can probably see here, is that when the market came down here, it began U-turning here. So there's probably already a high probability that the market was in fact going to be going up here. You see the market had a little bit of a U-turn going up here, and like I said, you'll learn how to do this here. Little tips right there that'll help you say, okay, I do have a little bit more faith that this is going up just like this here. Now, the neat thing about this is that if we wanted to, at this point, we can either move our stop loss up to break even, or maybe even set our stop loss as a trailing stop loss, maybe 10 pips below this here. So if we were to come in here, Now we'll set it about 20. We'll set it about 20 pips below, right about there. So in this case, the worst we're going to do here, if the market were to come and go against us, we're risking we capture 35 pips here. So let's see what happens here. The market starts going up. And if we want to, as it keeps going up, we can keep moving our stop loss up, maybe up to where that first profit target is, maybe a little bit higher. And then, man, we get stopped out. So in this case right here, let's say we move the stop loss up right there as it was going up. Yeah, that would have been like 79 pips, or we would have at least locked in that original 55 pips that we did here. So once again, this is just kind of an overview, kind of give you a little bit of insight as to the different trading strategies, what you can do with this here. But what I'm going to do is let's go ahead, let's bring this to where the current market is and show you where we are. And then, like I said, this is a trading strategy now that's starting tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening, Monday morning at 3 o'clock a.m. You now have the basics down. Like I said, I'm going to show you here just a second here of how to do this. So here we go. We have, here's our, I'm sorry, that's a 2 a.m. candle. And we have a little bit of directional movement coming off of that. We have the 3 a.m. candle on the 24th. Nice little directional movement coming off of that one. And that was 103 pips off of that one. And here's the 25th. And it brings us to where the current live market is. So this one right here came down about 36, but eventually came down about 85. And then the next day, 68. This is the one from yesterday morning. This is the 3 a.m. candle from the 26th, just like that, and brings us to the market just like that here. Actually, John just brings up a good question here. John says, how long do you keep your trades open? Now, in this case right here, even though the market did come down, it eventually did come down to 90 pips. So one of the things you could do is you can either keep this open until you do hit your limit or you get stopped out, or in this case right here, here was our next 3 a.m. candle. I think what Josh teaches as part of this is you probably would have gotten out right there. So in this case right here, we would have gotten out and we've basically closed out. We would have made about 19 pips on that one or so. Or I probably would close out with the hour at the hour before we got into that. So yeah, we probably would have made about 19 pips on that one. So a couple different trade strategies. You either hold it till the next 3 a.m. candle, or if you want to just go ahead and let it go, that you probably do that as well. So this is the London breakout trading strategy, my friends. As I said before, I'm kind of giving you the overview of this. There's a couple different trading strategies of how to do this. Like I said, you're going to go through a couple different lessons here as part of the free trial that I'm going to give you here today. So once again, those of you that do take advantage of the free trial with the charting platform I'm about to show you here in just a second, I will send you out this workspace, and what you will do, in fact, you might want to take a note of this. You'll come in here when you get that workspace. You come to workspace. You'll come in here to open from computer. You'll import this from the email I sent you, and you'll actually have this workspace set up, and then you'll be ready to go starting tomorrow morning when you get this in your hand. So you get the charting platform for a trial. I'll even throw in the workspace here, so you automatically have that set up and you're ready to go as far as doing this London trading strategy. So let's go back here. Once with the London breakout trading strategy, I showed you my scalping strategy last week. This one may be a little bit more easier to understand, so I want to show you this one. Once again, you're going after 50 pips per currency pair per day. That gives you 5 times a week for each currency pair. So that gives you 30 opportunities a week to take advantage of this. Now, obviously, you're not going to want to take advantage of each and every one. Like I said, I believe in the videos, Josh is going to fine-tune this a little bit for you, kind of give you an overview of which ones you might want to stay out of, which ones you're going to want to take. Like I said, we do have that live market session. Those of you that would like to get into that, we can show you how to get into that, and you actually trade live with us as part of the London trading strategy each and every week. So what I'm going to do right now, as I told you, this is part of my Forex trading starter package that I'm going to give to everybody here today. What we're going to do is to help you get started doing this right now. Those of you that like our charting platform, I'm going to show you here today. You can actually take it for a 14-day trial period here today. Take it for a 14-day trial period. See if this works for you. See if you like our charting platform. There's a lot of, like I said, a lot of unique features built in. The neat thing about this is that we're actually going to give you some training sessions with this as well. I'll explain what that means here in just a second. As part of the charting platform here, to get you started, you'll get that auto Fibonacci tool, the auto trendline tool, King's Crown. We'll show you how to do email and text alerts, how to trade directly from the charts. We have those workspaces. We actually have that demo trading built in there. I'm actually going to show you here in just a second how you can set up a demo account with a broker. We also have the ability to do auto trading. I'm not going to go into that here today, but we do have auto trading systems as well. So normally, Most of you, some of you that have been to some of our webinars before, you know that to normally get this charting platform, you have to be a student of Market Traders Institute. And normally, it would cost you about $249 a month on a month-to-month basis to get a subscription to the charting platform here. But once again, you'd have to be a student. Now, as part of Investor Inspiration here today, what we're going to do is we're going to waive that. You don't have to be a student here, and we actually have something very nice for everybody. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to give everybody a free 14-day trial. We'll actually put this in your hands here today. You'll be able to download the charts. I'm going to walk you through the process of all the different videos you can watch to get up to speed, the onboarding process here. Take it for a 14-day trial period. Now, if you choose to go beyond that 14-day trial, what we're going to do is, as part of Investor Inspiration here today, we're actually going to get you into a month-to-month subscription. We'll lock you in at $59 per month after that 14-day trial. So take it for that 14-day test drive. If you cancel within those 14 days, you own nothing. If you choose to go beyond that, we'll lock you in at that $59 per month rate. And once again, you don't have to be a student of Market Traders Institute to get access to this. Now, as part of that, we're also going to send you out that LMFS workspace, the London Breakout Trading Strategy workspace. You'll be able to import that. You'll get up to speed so you can start doing that. And there's actually going to be a training class next Friday. I'll explain what that means. Either myself or one of our analysts here. When I came in here, I wasn't sure. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be doing that, but either myself or one of our analysts, they'll be doing that training class to walk you through this process of getting up to speed here. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and send that link out to everybody here. And I'll walk you through the process of getting enrolled with this here as far as this free subscription to be able to take advantage of this here today. So I sent that link out to everybody. What you're going to do is you're going to click on that link. I'm going to walk you through the process. Actually, I'll do that right now. Let me go ahead and pull this up here. When you click on that link, it's going to bring you to this page, and what you do is you come in here, you'll enter your information here. Now, you'll enter all your information, your billing information. This is only pertaining to when you go past those 14 days. As long as you cancel within the 14 days, you won't be billed anything. But what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and get you locked in at that $59 per month. It is on a month-to-month basis. There are no contracts, anything like that. It's simply on a month-to-month basis. You can cancel at any time. In fact, I'm actually going to pull that up here in just a second here, show you how easy it is to go through it. All the information's here if you want to read through our disclaimers, terms and conditions, the cancellation explanation here, but I'm going to go through it as well to get you started here today. So what you'll do is you'll go ahead, activate your 14-day free trial. You'll probably get an email within a minute or so that'll let you know that you are in fact locked in. You're as part of this trial period. And then I think you'll also get a subsequent email sending you the link to be able to download the charting platform, and you'll be able to go ahead and start utilizing that here today. Now, once again, we're going to give you here, we're also going to give you 14 days to take it for a free trial. If you have any questions, here's our 800 number. I'm going to explain that here in just a second. Here's our customer service number here. I'll pull that up here in just a second if you want to do a screenshot of this here. But basically, you get to download the charting platform here today, take it for that 14-day test drive. If for any reason, if you decide you don't want to go beyond those 14 days, I'll show you here in just a second how easy it is to cancel this. You won't be charged anything for that subscription. Because I know a lot of you, you've been in our webinars, you've been wanting to try the charting software out, so here's what we're doing. We're actually going to let you try that charting platform out. Try it out, see if this is something you want to use. If it is, you don't have to be a student. Simply go ahead, take it for the 14-day test drive. You want to go past those 14 days, you're locked in at our Investor Inspiration rate. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to walk you through the process right now. The first step is to enroll into the Ultimate Charting Software 14-day trial. You click on that link. In fact, let me send that link out one more time to everybody here. Click on the link. Go ahead and get registered for the 14-day trial. Now, the next step of what you're going to do is you're going to want to set up a demo account, or if you actually want to set up a live account, I actually use FXCM as my broker. So FXCM, that's my personal broker. They actually have we go under fxcm.com, click on practice account. You can set up an actual demo account. In fact, in the videos we're going to show you here, we'll show you how to link this account to the charting software so you actually do the demo trading right from the trading account. So that's going to be your first step. Forex.com I've used before. Some of my colleagues here, they've used Oanda, so that's another one if you want to set up your demo account. Now, I cannot recommend a broker. I'm not allowed to recommend a broker. I do use FXCM. That is my personal broker. I've used Forex.com before. You can choose whichever one you want to use here. So that's probably the next step you're going to want to do. Now, the next step after that is to start viewing the video training lessons for both the charting platform and for the London Breakout Trading Strategy. So let me explain to you what that is. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up right here. As part of this, in that link, you're going to get access to this back-end portal here as part of your charting platform. This is called our charting software onboarding series. Here's Joshua Martinez. He's going to walk you through the process of setting up a demo account, getting in and out of the market. He'll walk you through all this here in all these different videos. In fact, I think he even gives you 3 specific workspaces on his own. So as part of this here, you'll be able to download his personal workspaces as well. We'll give you lessons on Fibonacci's. There's also a bunch of other lessons that you go through here. Now, as part of this as well, you're also going to get into a live training class next Friday. Like I said, either myself or one of our analysts, one of my other analysts or my colleagues will be hosting this. So over the next week, as you're taking this for a test drive, if you have any questions, write them down. We'll try to answer them during that time period there to help get you up to speed. And once again, we have our customer service set up as well. I'll pull that back up here in just a second here. So you'll go through the onboarding lessons here. You'll then go through the live session. The live webinar is coming up at 10:30 on Friday. And you can go ahead and we get reserved for that on here as well. Now, the other neat thing about this, as part of this, like I told you, I kind of gave you an overview of how the London daybreak trading strategy works. You'll actually get a video here from Josh Martinez. There's the actual London breakout trading strategy. He'll actually go through this here, walk you through, show you a lot of what I just showed you here. In fact, let me show you here. He'll walk you through that process as well, showing you how to trade this as well. So you get that as well as part of this here. Now, for those of you, in fact, let's go in here. So you'll also take this for a test drive for the next 14 days. So there is no obligation to go beyond those 14 days. Take it for a test drive, go through the training videos, go through the live sessions, the live training session here, see if this is something you like. If it is, great. What you'll do, you keep it. We'll get you locked in for that Investor Inspiration Special of $59 per month. And once again, it is on a month-to-month basis. There is no long-term contract. If you choose at any point to cancel, I'll go through the cancellation period process here in just a second. But the neat thing about this is focus on that 14-day trial. To get for the 14-day trial, at least if anything, go through those videos. Get taught on these different lessons here. If you cancel within those 14 days, you own nothing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in here. Somebody just asked a question about the cancellation. I'll pull that up here for you as well. To cancel, oops, hold on. To cancel, all you have to do is simply come down here to cancel my Ultimate Charting Software subscription, and bam, you're canceled on that right there. So that's how easy this is to do, just like that here. So I think that's, let me walk you through the process here. So the first step, just click on this link. I'm gonna send that link out right here. Get enrolled into the trial period here for 14 days. Set up your trading account. Once again, we'll even show you here how to set that up in your charts. You get those video lessons from Joshua. Once again, I think there's about 8 different lessons plus that London breakout lesson you'll get as well. You'll attend that live training session next Friday. We'll try to answer any more questions you have. Take this for a 14-day test drive. If you cancel within those 14 days, now that's the thing about this is that as part of the 14-day trial, we believe that you'll be satisfied with this charting platform. There's a lot of neat features. It's very easy to use. I use it myself. It's the easiest charting platform I've used. But for any reason during those 14 days, if you are unsatisfied with it, you simply cancel. You can either cancel through that back-end portal or give us a phone call or send us an email and we'll cancel your subscription. You'll own nothing. So as much as I hate to say this, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but the neat thing about this is that if you've been wanting to take our charting platform for a test drive, take it for a test drive. Even if you do find the value, at least you've given yourself the opportunity to take it for that test drive, cancel within the 14 days, and you own nothing for this here. So what I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. Yeah, a lot of you asked some good questions here. I'm going to see if I can answer here some of those questions right now. So here's what we're going to do here. So here's our customer service number. It's also included here as part of, in fact, let me pull that up. Let's see here. I think it's in here as well. Oops, let me log back in. Let's see here. I believe our customer service number is in here as well. Let me go back in here. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get, in fact, let me pull this up here. I'll let everybody just do a quick screenshot if you want to write these down. There's our 800 number. There's our customer service number. Very easy. CS at Market Traders. There's our 800 number. We'll help you out here. Now, to get that free LMFS, that London Breakout Trading Strategy workspace, you might want to write this down as well. Here's my email address. After you register for this here today, send me an email. I might not be able to get back to you here today. I'll try to get back to you by tomorrow morning to get that workspace in your hand. I'll send you out that workspace here so that you can go ahead, have that the 6 different currency pairs already pulled up on that 1 hour time frame. So tomorrow night, if you want to go ahead and start moving forward, you're literally going to be set up, have that imported into your charting platform, practice playing around with that here. So once again, this is part of our Investor Inspiration Special, the 14-day trial for the charting platform. If you go beyond those 14 days, we'll get you locked in at $59 per month as part of the subscription. You're going to get that workspace for the London Breakout Trading Strategy. Those of you that move forward with this here, email me. I'll email out that workspace to you. You'll also get that live training class coming up next Friday. Either myself or one of my colleagues will do that. So I'm going to send the email out, I'm sorry, the link out one more time. And let me answer, I got a lot of you asking some questions here. So here, let's see here. Zhang is asking, how much account funds do you need to trade standard lots? Probably you're going to need about 5 to 10,000 in that range to start trading standard lots. It's going to depend on your broker, but I find that generally it's about 5 to 10,000 to really start getting in there and start trading standard lots just like that. It's something you might want to ask your broker. They'll definitely give you all more specifics about that here. So John K is asking, does the 14-day trial include access to the live trading room? It does not, John. But if you want access to that through another thing here, through our LMFS program, what I would suggest you do is contact our customer service. We can get you into that live trading room as well if you want to go beyond what I'm showing you right here. Okay, Zhang is asking, after the special rate is over, how much? Zhang, you'll be locked in at that $59 per month. That's that's on that month-to-month basis. It'll, once again, as part of the Investor Inspiration, you're not going to be paying the $249 or the $299 that our students normally pay for this here. It's actually, you're locked in at that $59 per month. But basically what you need to do is focus on just on the 14 days. Take it for that 14-day trial. See if this is even something you're interested in. I know the reason for this, we're doing this, is we know a lot of people, they're interested in the charting platform, but they're not necessarily at this point willing to go through and invest in the entire education. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and we'll get you set up here with that 14-day trial. Take the charting platform for a test drive right on your computer. See if this is for you. Within those 14 days, if you cancel, you owe nothing. If you go beyond that, you're locked in on a month-to-month basis. A couple of you asking about the month-to-month subscription. Yeah, you could basically get enrolled this month and then cancel, and you're done. There's no long-term contracts. But once again, I can't stress enough, just go to the 14-day trial. Get this in your hands. See if this is something. Take it for that test drive. We're going to go ahead and put it in your hands here today. We'll give you this free workspace that I'll send out to you in the training class here. So, yeah, George says here, yeah, know for a friend that you have a no bull refund policy. Yeah, it's very simple. Yeah, those of you asking about the cancellation and the refund, let me pull that back up here. What you'll do is you simply click on this right here. In your backend portal, you'll get access to this. Cancel my Ultimate Charting Software subscription, and you're canceled out of that. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead in here. Those of you that want more information, at the bottom of that link I just sent out, here's our disclaimer, all the information. Here's our cancellation policy in a little bit more detail. Let me pull this up for everybody here. Now, there's actually, okay, there's our email and our customer service numbers. Those of you that are having questions about this, those of you that are asking about the other programs, whether you want to go through, if you're interested in full education, go ahead and give us a phone call. We'll put this in your hands here today, and if you want to go beyond and go through a full education, we'll get you set up with that as well. So go ahead, click on this here. All the information is right there as far as our cancellation and refund policy. Very simple and easy to cancel. You simply click on the link, or, oops, or you send us an email or give us a phone. I would suggest give us a phone call so you know that it definitely was received right there. So let me see if so George is asking, does the 14-day trial start Monday? George, I believe it starts today. That's something, once again, I'm not sure about as far as whether they actually started today or it would start on Monday. I know it is a weekend, so that's a very good question. Actually, that's a good thing I'll have to ask next time if we do another one of these webinars just like this. But what I suggest you do, I don't think our 800 number is open right now. I would suggest go ahead and getting enrolled with this. If you want, George, go ahead, give us a phone call on Monday, ask them. Those of you that are enrolling in this, give them a call on Monday and see exactly if it does start today or if it doesn't start, in fact, at the beginning when the market actually opens back up again. That'd be a very good question to ask, and we'll see what we can do. Maybe they might be able to finagle this for you, maybe have it start on Monday for you. I can't guarantee anything, but I suggest at least getting locked in as part of our Investor Inspiration Special here today. Talk to them on Monday and see what we can do is maybe extending that to start on Monday for you here. We can be very flexible, my friends. Like I said, if you have any questions, go ahead, give us a phone call, send us an email here. Yeah, those of you that are going ahead and rolling, please send me, I'm going to be here for about one more minute before we wrap this up. If you are, let me send out that link. A couple of you are asking, you're having trouble with the link. If anybody's having trouble with the link, I'll make sure that everybody does, in fact, get that here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so yeah, okay, John just asked a good question. Does the free trial include a data feed? Yeah, those of you, let me pull this back up. Yeah, you're going to get the data feed for the Forex market. As part of the trial, I am 99% sure you don't get the stock feed. Yeah, those of you that are wondering about our charts here, The neat thing about our charts is that we even have the ability to do stock trading. We actually have stock education here and options education here at Market Traders as well. I'm almost 100% sure you don't get the stock feed, but you do get the Forex feed for this. So yeah, these are live charts. You will get the actual the live feed for this. Hopefully that answers your question, John. Here, I got a couple of you asking some other questions about here. Yeah, so those of you that are wondering about that workspace, when I email you the workspace, you'll save that onto your computer. You come under here under workspace, open from computer, and then you'll open that simply that workspace in here, and it'll automatically load it up right here as your workspace. That's the neat thing about this, my friends, is that it's very easy to create new workspaces. You can come in here. If you don't want to wait for that workspace to be sent to you, you simply come in here. You can open up new charts here. Go through the lessons. We'll teach and show you exactly how to do all this. In fact, actually, for those of you wondering here, I'll show you very quickly how to set that workspace up. You click on all those British pound pairs here, the pound Aussie, pound Canadian, pound Swiss franc, the euro pound, pound yen, pound New Zealand, and the pound US. 1 hour. You'll probably simply get the default template. You hit open. Bam. And then if you want to go ahead and set this up, tiled, and it's very similar to, oops, what do I do here? Euro. I opened up one too many here. But anyway, you know which ones to open up. You'll know which currency pairs to open up, and then you'll be able to do this. Or I'll send you out that workspace, and you'll be able to do that right from there. So I think that's it, my friend. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to send that link out one more time. I'm going to thank Investor Inspiration for allowing us to do this. Yeah, I got a lot of you thank us. Yeah, if you're having trouble with the link, I'm going to stick around here for about 1 more minute here. Type into the questions box here if you have any questions as far as getting enrolled with this here. Once again, we're doing this. Yeah, a lot of you are saying thank you for this. Yeah, one of the things we found is that, yeah, we have a lot of new people. You're just maybe not ready to take that step to go through the full education. Here's a way to simply get into the Forex market. I've showed you a quick trading strategy here. We'll put the tools in your hands, play around with it, set up a demo account, actually practice trading a little bit with this here. And if you choose to move forward, we do have we do have other education programs. The full Forex program. We have a full stock and options program. In fact, the other neat thing about this, if you remember at the beginning of the webinar, not to really put too much on this here, those of you, we do have that live session tomorrow with Kevin Harrington. Go onto our website, markettraders.com. You can register for those free live webinars with him tomorrow. We also have a mastery program. I thought I'd go ahead. Tomorrow starts the mastery program. I don't know. I think you still might have time to get into that program. Those of you that choose to go through our full education, we're throwing in the owner of our company, the CEO, Jared Martinez. He's a 25-year market veteran. He's doing his last mastery program. It's going to be going all this week. It's free to those that move forward with our full education. It's part of our Ultimate Traders package. I want to go ahead and throw that out there. We still might have some time. I think we might have some customer service reps here that might be able to get you enrolled with that here today. So on that note, I want to thank everybody. Those of you that are getting the subscription, send me that email if you want to go ahead, and I'll send you out. In fact, let me pull that up one last time before we wrap this up. There's my personal email address, wgallagher@markettraders.com. Send me that email. I'll send you out that workspace so you can get started with the London breakout trading strategy. So now, my friends, I'm going to go ahead. I'm actually spending the weekend here at a hotel in Orlando, so I'm going to go back to my hotel, enjoy my weekend here. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Those of you that do it, go ahead and take advantage of this. Look forward probably by tomorrow morning to get that workspace in your hand, get started actually doing this here to live. So I wish everybody a good evening, good weekend, and I wish you the best in your trading.